My name is Lisa Demi, and I'm 56 years old. Don't tell anybody. And I am a professional speaker and social media trainer. So I joined Fit City a couple years ago after I got married. I went on a honeymoon and decided that I was in really, really bad shape and I was going to do one thing different when I got back from my honeymoon. And I'd been talking to some friends of mine about CrossFit and they hooked me up here, and so I said, okay, I'm going to go check it out. Okay, my biggest fear about CrossFit before starting Fit City was that I wasn't a CrossFit athlete. I wasn't in good enough shape to do CrossFit, and I thought that you have to be in good shape already to join a CrossFit gym. So when I got here, I discovered that I was wrong. You don't have to be in shape to be a CrossFit athlete. That CrossFit gyms, well, particularly this gym, takes on every level of fitness, every level of abilities, every level of capacity, and no matter what shape you're in, you can join a CrossFit gym because they will scale things for you. I'm in the small group classes, and I've been here for not quite 2 years now, and I have seen tremendous changes in my body, in my strength, in really in my mental fitness. It's bled over into so many places in my life that I just hadn't anticipated. Like what? My mindset before joining CrossFit was, I know I can't do something, so I'm not going to even try. And I was really complacent about it. My mindset now, after being a member of the CrossFit community for so long, is, well, let me see what I can do. Let me try it. Let me take it on. Let me be better than I was yesterday. One thing that really surprised me about CrossFit is that everyone is so team-oriented here, and it doesn't matter if you're lifting 500 pounds or 5 pounds. Your accomplishments are celebrated and encouraged just as much as anyone else, and there really is no gap between people here. It's such an inclusive environment. But this place, it's more like a family, and I wasn't expecting that kind of environment at Fit City or any CrossFit gym. The one word I would use to describe Fit City would be transformation. My life has completely transformed since joining here, and not just physically, but every aspect of my life, my business, my relationship, my personal life, certainly my fitness. I knew it would be a difference in my life, but I didn't think it would be this much difference. And I think a lot of the reasons of where I am today is because of joining Fit City. I would tell someone who's hesitant to start training at Fit City to just try it. All the things you've heard are wrong, because I heard all the same things. And I think that a lot of people have this misconception about CrossFit, just like I did, that you're not strong enough, you're not enough of an athlete, you're not in good enough shape, and that's not true. I would just try it because I didn't think I would fall in love with CrossFit. And I thought, I was one of those people who thought, it's not for me, I'm not in good enough shape, I'm not the right candidate. And once I tried it and gave it some time, I'm now one of those crazy CrossFit people, and I love it, and I don't know what I'd do without it. The accomplishment I'm most proud of with CrossFit, there's really a lot, but I would have to say the accomplishment I'm most proud of with CrossFit is sticking to it and doing more and comparing myself less to other people. Yes, I've made great gains in my strength and my power, and my body has totally changed. But I think the thing for me that was the biggest challenge was taking on something I wasn't sure I could do, sticking with it, and doing it. When I first started CrossFit, I mostly focused on the physical fitness side of it, and I did that for probably 4 months or so. When I talked to Coach Sarah, she was like, okay, let's up the game a little bit and let's work on your nutrition. And so that January, I started eating paleo, which was another thing I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's right for me. And surprisingly, it was really easy for me to adopt. I've been eating paleo for maybe a year and a half now, and it's not a diet, it's just the way I eat. It's a different mindset. It's like, it made a really huge difference in my fitness levels, in my energy levels, in my ability to make gains. It's like, it's a very clean way of eating for me, but more so than that, it's not something that I'm like, okay, you have to measure this and you have to measure that. It's just the way I eat now, and now it's automatic. A year and a half later, I'm like, oh yeah, paleo totally makes sense. But I will tell you, focusing on my nutrition like that totally made a difference for me, and just kind of pushed me into a new level of fitness. So since I started CrossFit, I've gone down, I want to say 4 dress sizes. I've lost 25 pounds, 25 inches. But really the weight's not the thing. It's the way I feel about myself. It's the way I look in my clothes. It's really the way I carry myself now. Instead of like standing like this, I walk tall. And that's something that I marvel at every day, because I've not always been a good stander.